What's going on, everyone? It's Sandsawks back in the newly renovated studio to bring you another one of our first plays. Tonight's game is This Is the Police. Hey, welcome back to the video, everyone. As the introduction mentioned, it's time to do another one of our first plays. That's our series where we take a game that we've not yet played, give you the first 10 minutes of gameplay for an initial reaction and a quick overview on what we thought about the game with the amount of time that we got to play it for. Now, as I say on this game series almost every single time, especially for the story-driven games, 10 minutes is not a lot of time to give to a game, so this is by far not a game review. It's just what would you expect if you pop the game right in, wanted to play it for 10 minutes and sink your teeth right into it, what hits you right up front. So that's what we're giving you. As the introduction also mentioned, we are in the newly renovated studio. So if you missed the video I uploaded yesterday, there's a link to it in the description, and it's over all my videos that I uploaded. It's titled Moving Day. Check that out if you're interested in seeing how we moved out of the previous garage where all the other recordings came from to where we're at right now. This is our first video recorded in the new studio, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, that did cause a slight delay. My intentions for the first play series is to do one game every week. It's been a couple weeks since we uploaded one, but that was just due to the move. So hopefully, unless there's anything unforeseen, you can expect to get one of these a week, usually on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometime in there. Now, without further ado, let's talk a little bit less about me and the studio and the moving and all that stuff, and a little bit more about what you're looking for, and that's the game we're playing tonight. This is The Police. Now, this game I'm pretty excited for. I've been looking at it for quite some time. I actually picked it up maybe close to 2 months ago, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet with everything going on. But I figured, what better chance than to share it with you guys first, my friends, my family, my followers, newcomers alike. Welcome to the video, welcome to this game, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming. Let's head right on over to the Steam store and take a look at the game that we're playing, since we're doing this on PC. Now, it is available on multiple platforms. Not going to go over that. I know for sure that it's available on PS4, but again, we're playing it on Steam on the PC, so let's focus on that. So this is The Police. It looks like a strategy adventure game, as it says there in the title, and the reviews are what I usually look at first. Mostly positive recently. All the reviews in general are very positive over the course of 4,100 plus reviews. So, you know, it says a lot. You expect a lot out of a game when it has that good of reviews. So real quick, before we launch the game, if we just scroll down, just take a look at the About This Game section. We can read this little intro here real quick. Dive into a deep story of corruption, crime, and intrigue. Take the role of gritty police chief Jack Boyd and come face to face with the ugly underbelly of Freeburg, a city spiraling the drain. Will Jack reach his retirement with a nice stack of bills, or will he end up broken or worse? So a nice stack of bills, I'm assuming they mean like dollar bills, because I would hope that your goal in life wouldn't be to retire with a nice stack of bills that you owe. So let's not worry about too much more of that. Let's do what you guys want. Let's play this game. And we are launching it for the first time, so I don't know what to expect, but as with every game in this series, the moment I can take control of the game, I'm going to hit that timer, give you 10 minutes, and then we'll stop and talk about the game real quick.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press.
Usually before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to see how the professionals do it. Well done.
Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits, It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
This is the police. So first off, let me apologize. I was probably talking over the beginning of the intro where it was actually speaking. I didn't hear that because my headphones had actually timed out. So if you saw, that's why I flipped a little switch over here on the back to make it reconnect. So now I would love to like go back and redo the video from the beginning to make sure that I didn't take that away from you, but it's a first play series, so we got to stick with the first play. I don't want to have a second reaction. I want the first reaction. So let's head right into the story mode here, and as soon as we can play the game, a new game here, we will start that timer. I'm gonna go ahead and consider that the game, so let's real quick just start our timer, and here we go. We're bringing you 10 minutes of gameplay. All right, so let's resume. The intro video is pretty cool. I like the artwork. It's I don't know what the filter is in Photoshop. I think it's paint daubs. It might be something else, but that's what they're doing in this whole thing. So it's unique. I've not seen that before in a video game, so it's pretty cool. All right, so I got some newspapers here. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. All right, Mayor Rogers. All right, City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. That's me. I'm retiring. I'm just too old. That's why I'm bald. Mark War II to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Let's go to work. Start that car up. Jack Boyd, police chief extraordinaire. I got decaf coffee because it's late, but I wanted to give you guys this video because, like I said, you've been a couple weeks without a first play. You need it. I need it. We need it.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
A lot of story going on here, but not a bad story.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
So what I take away from the game so far, as it looks like we're starting a press conference, and I'm going to try not to waste a whole bunch of time talking, is that it looks like maybe I've been a good police, officer and up to now a chief throughout my career, but I'm being pressured into retiring, so maybe it's time to start giving into some of those naughties, if you know what I mean. So good morning. Oh, yesterday the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? All right, so let's make some choices. Was it a surprise? The mayor discussed it with me. I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. What's the difference? I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. Mayor Rogers is a dishonorable, corrupt politician, and he's been waiting for an opportunity to get rid of me. Do you already know the name of your successor? Who cares seems a little bit rough. Let's just say no. No, I don't. Of course not, and I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I'd be happy. It's hard to say, but I can't think of a more deserving candidate than Captain Kendrick. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? If it helps the police, bullshit, I don't know, no comment. Let's say, I gotta say bullshit. I can't lead these people into thinking that I'm dealing with the mafia, right? Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse shit. The mafia and the police working together? Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Yeah, we're offended. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Possibly. It's often difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, kind citizens and media alike.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick. As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me." I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh, man. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Nice. All right, so we're at a checkpoint day 2 here. So from what I do recall reading about the game, we do play it legitimately for 180 days to try to save up that retirement fund. Now, another thing I noticed during that dialogue is that I did read this and I forgot to mention it. The police chief's voice is actually played by Duke Nukem. So let's continue here. All right, let's see. Next police chief could be Boyd's subordinates, simple servants. Okay, so I can't do anything here but go to work. So let's start up that car and go back to work.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg.
All right, so I want to pause it there because I do believe that was our timer. It was. So let's not waste any more time with that. Unfortunately for you guys, I know that was not very much gameplay at all, even though it was 10 minutes from the time we started the game. We didn't interact with it a whole lot. So I apologize for that, but we really can't control that, right? Like, that's the whole purpose of this video series, is the first 10 minutes of what you would experience starting to play the game. So I want to show you that. A whole ton of dialogue. So some positives about that I noticed. First off, again, like I mentioned, the artwork is unique from any game that I've seen with the whole, again, I want to say it's a paint job filter effect. I can't remember if that's the exact one, but it's some kind of artistic filter effect that I see in Photoshop, low polygon type filter. It works great for a storyboard type game like this, where you're not doing a whole lot of interaction other than making choices, right? Like, you're not physically moving and controlling characters. So I can't say that it's a plus for it, but it's a refreshing feel to get something different. So I kind of like that. Probably the number one thing that I really like about it so far is I don't have to read the whole dang game to you guys, right? Like, the voice acting, as I mentioned, the guy who plays our voices, Duke Nukem, in the Duke Nukem series, is the one doing the police chief, and then there's obviously other voice actors for the other characters. It's nice to actually, like, sit back and listen instead of having to do all the reading. I'm not a great reader. You know, in that regard, where I can make different voices for the different characters for you guys. So it's refreshing for me, and I'm sure it's refreshing for you to hear it coming from actual voice actors. So that's a definite positive. Now, there's not a whole lot more I can say about the game. Again, 10 minutes, not a whole lot of time to put into a game, especially the story-driven ones, for me to be able to say, will I like it? Will I not? I don't know. I was already interested in the game prior to playing it because I had read about it, and it looked like a cool game to get into. After this 10 minutes, I think the only different takeaway I can look at it in, other than what I previously thought prior to playing it, is that it seems like a kind of game that maybe I don't have to, like, clear a schedule for 2 hours to play. Like, you know, I could be maybe doing something over here to my left on another screen, and then kind of make some decisions and listen on, and, you know, watch TV, work on some of my graphic arts or other design type stuff I'm doing while playing this game. So that's cool. That gives me some options there. I'm into that. It's a little bit different, like I said, than the other games that we're playing right now. So I don't have anything negative to say about it, but it didn't give me a chance to find anything negative. I don't have anything overwhelmingly positive to say about it, but it didn't give me a chance to play that. And again, it's not the game's fault. It is what it is with a series like this. So anyways, I do think I'm going to keep playing it. I want to at least give it a chance to see where the story goes. It looks interesting. We'll see what it's like. And then if we play some more, maybe we'll put some videos up for you guys to to check out and see what the actual gameplay is like. So I want to hear from you guys. If you played this game before, or if you're interested in it, or any kind of questions, put them down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the little bell icon to make sure you're getting notifications whenever we go live or put up new videos. Thank you so much for coming, and it's been a great journey so far for the about 6 weeks that we've been putting up actual consistent content. Keep coming onto the channel with me. I'll keep putting up the content for you. I'm trying to pump it out as fast as I can with being a full-time employee, a father at home, with an awesome wife who's doing a great job taking care of the kids because we got a newborn. So again, it's been a great pleasure. This is our first play in the new studio. There'll be more coming soon, so look forward to that, and we will see you guys real soon. Have a great night and be safe out there.